Yes. Hello children. Again for you the same poem, an elementary school classroom in Islam. An elementary school classroom in Islam. I forgot to write the word school. School. Continued from the first stanza. First stanza, you know, this poem means by Stephen Spander. There is a gap, unbridgeable gap between poor and rich. The poet is very much moved to see this unbridgeable gap between the poor on the one hand and rich on the other. Poor are going to be poorer and richer are going to be richer. The poet wants there should be no gap between poor and rich. This gap between rich and poor is unbridgeable. First of all, we discussed the difference between personalities between the students studying in the slum school, elementary classroom are malnourished, are unhealthy, having dwarf personality. They have dreams are unfulfilled because of the facilities provided to them. I remind, in America there is a system, there is a wrong system in our country, elsewhere in the world also. In America there is a special system of education. What is the system of education in America? In America, near the school, the child will go there. The child may be of president, of peon, of anybody else. There is no refined schools there is no public school. Only government schools are there, and depending upon the distance from the house, the students will seek admission there. Even the peon's son is getting education in the same school where the president's son is getting education. It is not so in India. In India, there are schools for the rich people. There are schools for the poor people. Chungiwala school for the poor people. Public schools, Birla school and other school, Shri school are for the rich people. Millennial school are for the rich people. Huge fees is there in the school meant for the rich people. So there is a gap between the facilities provided to a student. The poet wants in India also. What does poet want in India also? The poet wants is, Hindi side says, राष्ट्रपति का बेटा हो या चपरासी की हो संतान, राष्ट्रपति का बेटा हो या चपरासी की हो संतान, टाटा या बिड़ला का छोना, सबकी शिक्षा एक समान. टाटा या बिड़ला का छोना, सबकी शिक्षा एक समान. But it is not seen in our country. What? In the second stanza, he describes the classroom. This classroom is the world of the children. The children studying in the elementary school classroom knows no other world, knows no world other than the world of the classroom. Now he describes on sour cream walls, the walls of the classroom, sour cream. Sour is opposite of sweet. Sweet means pleasant. On the occasion of any celebration or any success, we give sweet, we distribute sweet. And opposite of sweet is sour, unpleasant. Cream color of the wall means walls once distempered, whitewashed, and now the whitewash is removed, decoloration is there, white off. This is the poor state of the walls of the classroom. The classroom walls are not attracting the student. There is no, and yes, there is some attraction in the walls of the classroom, though there is a miserable plight, sour cream, miserable plight of the walls of the classroom. But donations means some people might have donated some items. As per the donation, Shakespeare's head, the picture of Shakespeare's head, a statue of Shakespeare's head is hanging on one part of the wall. And cloudless at dawn. Dawn means in the morning time before sunrise. The picture of cloudless dawn is also hanging. civilized dome riding all cities, dome, rising buildings, domes, dome, having the different types of institutions, and there are pictures also hanging on the walls of the classroom. And wild flowery Tyrolese Valley. Tyrolese Valley is in Tyrol, in Austria. The flower, there are wells are ringing. You can listen to the sound of the wells ringing from there, and you can smell, you can get the fragrance of the flowers there in the Tyrolese Valley. The pictures of these things are also hanging on the walls of the classroom. They were donated by some rich people. I already said this lesson, this poem, second poem, is having the match of the second lesson of Flamingo. Second lesson means Lost Spring. In Lost Spring, the students have no opportunity. Sahib Alam got no opportunity to get education. He is a rat figure simply. And so is the case of the students studying in the classroom, of the slum. Yes, in the classroom, one picture is also hanging. That is a picture of the world map is also hanging. World map. Map of the world. You see, this is the map of India. In the same way, map of the world is hanging. That is open-handed map. Before I'm reading the poem part, second stanza I'm reading. Listen to very carefully. What is in the second stanza? On sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome riding all cities, wild, flowery Tyrolese Valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world, and yet for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their future is painted with fog. A narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, capes, and stars of words. Now, here is a open-handed map. Open-handed map. Awarding the world its world. The map had been prepared. You know what is the first map prepared? First map in the world since time immemorial, in the beginning of when the earth came into existence. It was ruled by Prithu. In Hindu mythology, पृथु राजा हुए हैं. इतने प्रतापी राजा थे, उनके रथ के चलने से ही पृथ्वी 7 भागों में बट गई. वो 7 भागी कॉन्टिनेंट है, इसलिए पृथु के नाम से इसका नाम पड़ा पृथ्वी. पृथु के नाम से वो पहला डिवीजन था. उसके बाद thereafter there had been many dictators, many rulers, many powerful persons, politicians, and they made the map as per their desire. You know, before independence, even Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and during the era of British rulers, even Sri Lanka, they were the part of India. They were under the Indian map. But now, so many divisions were there. The world is divided as per the whim of the dictators like Hitler. They make their map as per their facility. भारत ने किसी पर आक्रमण नहीं किया. भारत पर कितने आक्रमण हुए हैं. प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी चाइना के राष्ट्रपति को एक स्थान पर ले गए. मल्लिकापुरम इस तरह का स्थान, मैं भूल रहा हूं उसका नाम, मल्लीपुरम. वो क्यों प्रसिद्ध है, वहां क्यों ले गए? बड़ी दूरदर्शिता थी इसमें. उस स्थान का नाम जिस व्यक्ति के नाम से पड़ा, वो व्यक्ति वहां से चाइना गया, बुद्ध धर्म में दीक्षित था. उसने चाइना में 95% लोगों को बुद्ध बनाया. इसलिए वो स्थान बड़ा चीन के लिए महत्व रखता है. तो इसलिए वहां की यात्रा चीन के राष्ट्रपति को कराई हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने. तो हमने तो किसी को लूटा नहीं. हाँ, हमने अपने प्यार के संदेश से, ज्ञान के संदेश से विश्व को अपना बनाने का प्रयास किया, और लुटेरों ने हमको लूटने का प्रयास किया. द वर्ल्ड इज डिवाइडेड by the whims of the dictators. And the open-handed map, this map is hanging in the walls of the classroom. This map is awarding the world its world. I mean, this is awarding the world, it's the world of the rich people. It is the world of the paise wala. It is not the world of the poor people. Yes, so far as the children's world is concerned, the classroom windows the world of children. The children's world is the classroom windows. The windows of the classroom, from here whatever they can see, and the class itself is the world of children. They don't recognize the world map. It is out of their reach. They cannot experience the world map. So there are two types of world. There are two types of maps. Map of the rich people as well as the map of the poor people residing in the slum areas. So this map, world map hanging on the wall of the classroom is not meant for the slum children. So this is impractical for the slum children. It is giving them no education, no teaching. They did not know what this map is. They have not witnessed the map in their open eye, with their open eye, because their lives are far, far away. Last line of the poem, last line of the stanza. Their lives are far, far away from rivers, caves, stars of verse. You see, the classroom window, the world of the children. This map hanging on the wall is not the map of the children. This map hanging on the wall is the map of the rich people. This has been prepared by the dictators, by the rich people. But so far as the map of the children is concerned, the classroom is the world of the children. The world depicted on the map is the world of the rich people, and the world, this is the real world. There is a difference between real life and real life. The reality is the children studying in the slum area where there is no facility. There is a reality in the life of the children, and they are dream. This map of the world is like a dream for the children, unobtainable dream. No doubt. APJ Abdul Kalam says, what? Dreams are not as we see in the night time while sleeping. Dreams are which don't allow you to sleep. They don't let you sleep, no doubt. But those dreams are some way obtainable. How? This is the dream. The children having no facility, having no reality, they are malnourished. How can they think of reaching the world map, having their place on the world map? The map of the world shown in the world maps hanging on the wall of the classroom is different from the reality of the children. They are studying with no facility. So clean walls are there where there is no dust timber. They were not whitewashed, but the pictures are hanging in order to decorate the classroom. They are not the real picture. They are showing the children. They are teaching the children. चिढ़ा रही हैं बच्चों को, सपनों दिखा रही हैं, and their future painted with fog, because the future of the children they are living in the world of the classroom, and their future is painted with the fog. Fog means uncertainty. There is no fog means uncertainty means in the first stanza you studied rootless weed. Weed means unwanted plant which the farmer thinks will damage the plant he has sown in his field, in his farm. So the farmer wants the weed to be destroyed, and here the rootless weeds. That is why the life of the children, their future painted with fog. There is no certainty whether they will survive in the coming time. They are the victim of malnutrition. They are the victim of, they are having no cloth to wear. They have no house to live in. They have no clothes to wear. They have no food to eat properly. Hardly once a day they have the food properly. So there is uncertainty in their future. A narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, and their streets are very, very narrow. जहाँ सीमापुरी दिल्ली की में जो सेकंड चैप्टर में द लॉस्ट स्प्रिंग में रेफरेंस आया है, स्ट्रीट कितनी छोटी छोटी होती है, आप साइकिल क्या पैदल नहीं निकल सकते. नैरो स्ट्रीट एंड नैरो स्ट्रीट सील्ड इन, क्लोज्ड, blocked. Narrow streets are blocked in with lead sky, and above very little sky is visible. Lead sky is visible. Blue sky is visible. Little part of the blue sky, not the vast sky is visible from the street. And their life is far, far from rivers, caves, and stars of words. They far, far from the rivers. They have not witnessed rivers in their life. They might have seen rivers in the pictures, in the maps, that this is the river, this symbol in the map is the symbol of the river, this is the world map, you can see. But in the real life, in their life, they have never seen the rivers. Their life is sealed in the narrow street. So is it the practical education? Totally impractical education imparted to them? And what can be the usefulness of the impractical education provided to the children? Only the words, not the reality. Only the real life, not the real life. Caps. Caps means little islands in the sea. Stars of birds. Stars of birds means they use very abusive language. They don't know the refined language. In their street, due to the hunger, people are uncivilized sometimes. And uncivilized people are not expected to use the attractive words, refined words, stars of words. They are far away. They are far away from the stars of words. So, I again would like to say, the same Hindi poem. What Hindi poem? राष्ट्रपति का बेटा हो या चपरासी की हो संतान, टाटा या बिड़ला का छोना, सबकी शिक्षा एक समान. There should be equal opportunity of education. This is the problem in the minds of the poet. This moved the poet's heart. What moved the poet's heart? Social injustice, number one. Second, class inequality. There is no equality. The poet wants equality. Equal opportunity should be provided to children. And social justice should be there. Is it justice? That on the one hand the students studying in the slum classroom where there is no facility, they are not well nourished, and they are making comparison. They are having competition with those children having every facility in their schools as well as in the houses. So the poet is very much moved. How can they have the bright future? That is why the poet used the word fog. Their future is painted with fog. That is why. In this way we say this is the second part. This is the second stanza. Now two stanzas are there. We are likely to discuss. Thank you. I am just continuing the third stanza. Okay dear.
कोरोना वायरस से अपनी पढ़ाई को संक्रमित न होने दें. जुड़े हमारी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस से.